Sorry. It's Perek Gimel. Perek Daled. Shor Shanagach Arba V'Chamisha Shvarim Zeh Achar Zeh. Ox gone wild, right? It scored 4 or 5 other oxen, one after another. Yishayim La'achron Shebehem. So you pay to the last one. And the last one is the one that gets to collect. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a short tam. A short tam is one that hasn't gored 3 times yet. We say, wait a second, it's gored 4 or 5 times. Now, it doesn't matter. It has to gore 3 times, and each time be confirmed and based in that this is, that it gored and it would testify. So here you had to gore 4 or 5 times, but nobody did anything to change its status in the meantime. So it's a short time. It's one that's not expected to gore, and therefore it's only a chayav to pay half damages from its own value. So if it gored 4 or 5, basically the last one is the last person whose animal got gored is the one who gets to collect the money. V'im yesh bo mosar. Now what if there's leftover money? So yachzir shalafonov. So then it goes back to the one that was gored second to most recently. V'im yesh bo mosar. And if there's still leftover money, so then yachzir l'shlifnei fanov. So then it goes back to the one before that. V'achron niskar divrei meir. And Meir says it's always the last one who gains the most amount of money. So meaning, let's say the animal is worth 200, gored an animal, it's worth 200. Well, you only take 100, that's it. So the 100 is gone, and that's it. There's no more for the next guy to take. But let's say an animal that was worth 1,000, that gored an animal was worth 200. Okay, so now out of the half damage is 500, you take away 100. Well, then the next animal also, there's another 100, so you can take away that. You can keep, as long as you still got half value of the ox, so then you can keep giving that over. Divrei Meir, that's how Rabbi Meir understands it. Rabbi Shimon says, Shor Shavim Masayim, Shanago Shor Shavim Masayim. Let's say you have one that's worth 200, the gored an animal is worth 200. Veina Neveil Yafa Klum, we're assuming that the carcass is not worth anything, so we'll take that out of the equation. So Zeno Tomana v'Zeno Tomana. So if you have just one ox or another ox, so this one takes 100 and this one takes 100, meaning the original owner gets to keep half the damage. He gets 100 out of the value. You sell the animal. And the guy who got damaged gets to take 100 worth of damage, half damages. What about Chazav v'Naga Shor Acher, Shavim Masayim? Now, let's say it gored another animal worth 200, before you've done any of the division here, obviously. I mean, it gored 1 and gored 2, like we said in the first case, 4 or 5. So here's got 2. So Achra no Talmana, the last guy gets to take 100. V'shalafanov zenel to chamishim zuz v'zenel to chamishim zuz. The one that comes before meaning the second guy, the first guy to get injured, he takes 50, and the original owner takes 50. Chazav v'nagach shor acher shavim asayim. Now let's say, go back to that case. It gored another animal that was worth 200. So you've got this one animal gored another one, and gored another one, now gored another one. It gored 3 of them. So the din is ha'achron no talmana. The last one takes 100. Meaning the guy, axe number 4 here, takes 100. The owner. V'shalafanav chamishim zuz. The one who ox number 3 takes 50. Ushnayim harishonim, and the first 2, meaning the original owner, the ox who did the goring, and the second owner, the second ox, dinar zav. They both take a golden dinar, namely 25 each. So basically, according to the way Rabbi Shimon understands it, it's as if really every time somebody's animal gets gored, it's as if they become the new owners, because now they have an ownership of that animal that did the goring. They become the new owners, so they become responsible now for that goring that ox does. So now it goes and gores another one, it's going to come out of their pocket to a certain extent. So that's why it keeps the division ends up this way. So again, the one who's last still ends up the best, but the math's going to add up a little bit differently than between Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Meir.